So whenever we talk about MBBS abroad in India, लोग हमेशा कंसर्न होते हैं सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी के बारे में. लोग हमेशा कंसर्न होते हैं कैसी यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ाई करनी चाहिए, कैसी कंट्री में जाना चाहिए. और अगर आप एक ऐसी कंट्री देखते हैं जहाँ पे आपकी सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी बैठी रखती है, जहाँ पे आपको एक अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी चाहिए, यूरोपियन स्टैंडर्ड में अपनी पढ़ाई को वरीयता देती हो, एक ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटी आप देख रहे हैं जहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तो अच्छा हो, साथ में आपको एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड्स भी अच्छे को देखने को मिलेंगे. तो एक ऐसा ऑप्शन है जॉर्जिया. जॉर्जिया इज ए कंट्री जो लास्ट 5 से 6 साल के अंदर बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट वहाँ पढ़ रहे हैं. और एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड की अगर मैं बात करूँ, बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज ऐसी हैं जहाँ से स्टूडेंट्स ऑलरेडी अपनी पढ़ाई पूरी करके अच्छे हॉस्पिटल्स में जॉब कर रहे हैं. बट जॉर्जिया की बात होती है, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन माइंड, क्वेश्चंस अबाउट सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी, अबाउट यूनिवर्सिटी, अबाउट द एक्सपेंडिचर्स and about the documentation process. Because when we talk about Georgia, we talk about solid foundation of documentation, laws, and rules and regulations. So if you are looking forward to start your journey in Georgia, this is the podcast where you can get all the information about Georgian universities and Georgia as a country. I have with me Mr. Georgie, who is taking care of our kids in University of Georgia, who is taking care of education and all the related matters for the students who are willing to make their career in University of Georgia. So welcome and thank you for giving us your valuable time. I would like to understand from you why a student from India choose Georgia as an option. I wanted to know about Georgia as a country.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here and have an opportunity to answer your questions. It's a very interesting question. So I think Georgia is a good study destination for several different reasons. The first of all, it is the safest country in Europe. It has the lowest crime rate. So that's one of the most important features that parents are worrying about.
Yeah, definitely. Safety and security is something
they have to know that there is absolutely nothing that can be harmful to the kids in Georgia, and they can be sure that the situation there is peaceful, they can orient it on the study process only. So I think that's extremely important factor. Tbilisi, that's capital city of Georgia, where our university is also located, is the safest capital in Europe for more than a decade right now. So it is safer than Paris, London, or any other European city, and it has the lowest crime rate. So that's one of the reasons. On the other hand, Georgia has always been the educational hub for that particular region from the Middle Ages. We had several big monastery universities in Georgia, academies. Even during the Soviet Union, it was the educational hub of Soviet Union. We had the highest per capita amount of people who had the higher education diplomas when Soviet Union collapsed. So they've always been big educational hub. That's why it can easily teach to a lot of people together, because they have many people that quick actually teach because they have scientific achievements. And on the other hand, it is a country that has the lowest cost of living in Europe. So
in Europe.
It also gives you the chance to find the most affordable programs because of that. Plus, the country itself is a very beautiful place.
It is.
It's one of the top tourist destinations. Our population is 3.5 million. That's probably the population of Dehradun region only. So I think Dehradun district only, probably. So that's, I think, is also good because the study process is very peaceful, and that's something that medical students usually need, because they have a difficult study process in general. They need to be focused, they need to be safe, and plus Indians and Georgians, I think we had a lot of things in common. Let's say the food culture. The food culture in Georgia is not very similar to India with the ingredients, but very similar with the culture, because it's the same family-oriented style, and we cherish our variety of cuisine on the same level as you do. And we also provide the Indian food in Georgia for the youngsters, because we know how important it is.
Yes, it is.
Plus, there's additional little gems that we can mention, for example, Georgia has only 1.5 hour time difference with India.
Yes.
And that is extremely comfortable for the parents because when the classes are over, let's say at 7 o'clock in the evening time, in Georgia, it's 8:30 only in India, so the parents don't have to wake up in the middle of night to communicate with their children. That's extremely comfortable. Plus, we have now direct flights from New Delhi.
Yes. Indigo.
So I think it's cheaper than ever, faster than ever. And plus, through the Gulf, there is also quite comfortable.
Right. So if we talk about the university which are located in Tbilisi, they are nearby.
In general, country has a lot of comfortable aspects that you can trust on. So I think all these things together give you a very good opportunity to find a very good study destination that's affordable, safer than any other, and close to India.
Close to India. I guess this you have explained 3 of the questions which I am about to ask you.
We can still go into the details.
So, look, जब भी हम भारत से बाहर पढ़ाई की सोचते हैं, सबसे बड़ा safety security concern है. Safety security, one of the finest answer he has given us. Safety security में यूरोप में सबसे बेहतर कंट्रीज में से आता है जॉर्जिया. रूल्स और लॉज बहुत अच्छे से फॉलो होते हैं. इसके अलावा जो आपका डिस्टेंस है ट्रैवल के लिए, जो टाइमिंग है, which is very much comfortable. 5.5 घंटे की फ्लाइट इंडिया से है, इंडिगो जाती है. एवरी डे देयर इज अ फ्लाइट फ्रॉम इंडिया, नॉट ओनली इंडिगो, उसके अलावा एयर अरेबिया, एयर अस्थाना या अदर एयरलाइंस जो डायरेक्ट तबिलिसी जाती है. तबिलिसी के अलावा बातूनी एक और बड़ा सिटी है, वहाँ पे भी जाती है. तो कनेक्टिविटी कभी कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं रहने वाला है. सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं रहने वाला है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस फूडिंग ही हैव आल्सो एक्सप्लेन कि दे हैव सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ कल्चर फूड इंडिया, लेकिन जो फूड इंडियंस को चाहिए वो भी यूनिवर्सिटी के एंड से हॉस्टल्स में प्रोवाइड होता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ जो है, अगर आप चाहते भी हैं कि आपका बच्चा कहाँ पढ़ रहा है, कैसे पढ़ रहा है जाना, तो जॉर्जिया एक ऐसी कंट्री है जहाँ पे आप अपने एक साथ 2 चीज़ें पूरी कर सकते हैं. एक नई कंट्री आप विजिट कर सकते हैं क्योंकि इट्स अ टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन एंड ई वीज़ा फैसिलिटीज आर अवेलेबल. अगर आप ड्रॉप करने भी जाते हैं स्टूडेंट को अपने, तो वो भी जा सकते हैं. और पास में ऐसा हुआ है, मेरे स्टूडेंट्स के पेरेंट्स कई बार जॉर्जिया साथ में बच्चों के गए हैं, उसके बाद भी जाते रहे हैं. तो उनके एग्जांपल आने वाली वीडियोस में आपको देखने को मिलेंगे. सो दिस इज द वन रीजन व्हाई यू शुड चूज जॉर्जिया एज अ स्टडी डेस्टिनेशन. नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट द स्पेसिफिक यूनिवर्सिटी from which Miss Georgie is taking care of our kids, and we already have more than 7 to 8 kids from Dehradun only. Apart from this, from Delhi NCR, we have a lot of students from Pune, Maharashtra. We have a lot of students studying in the same university, and this is a university which have a very huge campus, very beautiful building, and they have started accepting Indian students from last 5-6 years, and now they have started accepting more Indian students because of the student motivation also. So I was discussing back of this video why what Indian students do have and what Indian students have achieved so far in the university. So first we talk about University of Georgia, sir. So tell me about the history and how things are in University of Georgia, education pattern and everything.
Well, the University of Georgia is the biggest international university we have in Georgia. It has the highest amount of international students, widest range of clinical programs. We teach in 6 different schools. We don't teach only medical. We are not the medical college only. We have School of Health Sciences, where we have medical, pharmacy, nursing, and dentistry. We teach also the technologies. We teach the social sciences, human sciences, law, business administration, and technology. More than 100 academic programs are running by the University of Georgia, and thousands of students from 100 different countries. And I think the medical school that we have has brilliant facilities. It is the largest medical college in Georgia. It has the highest amount of international students as well. We have more than 20 labs, and we have 28 different hospitals affiliated with us, so that gives you the best practical options for the hospital rotations and for the students. Plus, we have a limit of 5 people at one bed. All of them participate in the treatment. In the University of Georgia, it's not like that. We have 5 people at one bed. There's plenty of time for everybody to participate in the treatment. For the professor as well to share the information, to see what kind of development they have, and to make an honest assessment. That's extremely important as well. the best facilities, has number of hospitals that are affiliated with us.
Okay, so जैसा आपको already बताया, University of Georgia is one dedicated reputable university which are also into medical, but they are also teaching technology as well as paramedical courses. इंडिया के अंदर अगर आप बात करूँ तो बायोलॉजी से आप पढ़ाई करते हो तो आपके पास MBBS के अलावा और भी बहुत सारे कोर्सेज हैं जहाँ से अपना करियर आप बना सकते हो. ऑफ कोर्स हॉस्पिटल सिर्फ डॉक्टर्स नहीं चलाते हैं, इसके अलावा पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ जैसे कि नर्सिंग में, डेंटिस्ट भी अच्छे डॉक्टर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पिलर है हमारी बायोलॉजी और लाइफ साइंस का. इसके अलावा जेनेटिक्स अगर आप पढ़ना चाहते हैं, अप्लाइड साइंस आप पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ जॉर्जिया दे ऑफर 3-year 4-year डिग्री प्रोग्राम्स इनटू सेम. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस वी टॉक अबाउट द स्टूडेंट, एक चीज एक्सप्लेन की सर ने कि स्टूडेंट्स को डायरेक्ट मेंटरशिप मिलती है स्टूडेंट से. द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट इनमें जो ग्रुप आपका बनता है पढ़ाई के लिए वो सिमिलरली बैच साइज छोटा होता है. जैसे इंडिया में होता है हमारे पास 150 बच्चे होते हैं पढ़ने के लिए, बट वहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं होता. क्रेडिट सिस्टम पे यूनिवर्सिटीज पढ़ाती हैं और ये मैंने पास में भी देखा है जो मेरे स्टूडेंट ऑलरेडी पढ़ रहे हैं. वो टॉकिंग अबाउट द पढ़ना अदिति हर्षित जो कि उत्तराखंड से है. स्टूडेंट हैव बीन एनरोल्ड है 2-3 साल पहले यूनिवर्सिटी में एनरोल हुए और वो डायरेक्टली टच में रहते हैं अपनी फैकल्टीज से. इवन जब वो यहाँ पे भी होते हैं तब भी और वहाँ पे भी दिस फैकल्टी नो देयर नेम. So that is a very important aspect. When you have a direct connection with your faculty, then you have a very less margin of error. आपको पास डाउट क्लियर करने के मौके होते हैं, आपके पास चीज़ों को बेहतर समझने के मौके होते हैं. तो this is something which you find in a university where we have education system organized in a way where you can get every small information, every small piece of information about your education. So this is about University of Georgia. Now we talk about the most important thing, which is the licensing and the internship वाला जो एक फैक्टर है. So 6-year MD प्रोग्राम University of Georgia, जॉर्जिया की सारी यूनिवर्सिटी में होता है. इंडिया के अंदर जो NMC गाइडलाइन है उसके हिसाब से ही चीजें होती हैं. But there is a confusion which we will hear from Mr. Georgie कि how things works for a Indian medical graduate जो वहाँ पे जाके पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं उनके लिए कैसे चीजें रहती हैं. सर आई वाज डिस्कसिंग दिस प्रायर टू दिस वीडियो that how MD 360 credit which you reward to the student, and then how this how they are adding more value than any other degree. So can you explain a little bit about the internship and the education pattern?
So as you all mentioned, our degree is MD. It's not MBBS. MBBS is undergraduate degree. It has less amount of credits. It's not 6 years long. Our program is classic medical degree of the European style, which is 6 years of education with integrated practical sessions for the students that include the internship. That's why it's so long.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it gives you a different level of graduation. It's a graduate program, not undergraduate program. So if somebody wants to pursue the scientific career, which a lot of medical doctors nowadays do,
Mm-hmm.
let's say in any research groups in Europe or USA,
Yeah.
You can go straight into PhD afterwards. That's how high the degree is.
Okay.
So, on the other hand, whenever you graduate from the Georgian degree, no matter if you're an international student or the Georgian student, the rule for you is the same.
Mm-hmm.
You are registered as a junior doctor in the NCQE of Georgia, and you have the right to practice as a junior doctor in the hospital. If you want to do the independent practice, then you're doing the license examination. Same rule for Georgia, same rule for information.
जो यूरोपियन पैटर्न फॉलो होता है जॉर्जिया के अंदर 6 year एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम है, 5 years एजुकेशन और 6 year एजुकेशन इंक्लूडिंग इंटर्नशिप. अगर आप रिसर्च वर्क भी करना चाहते हैं, किसी और कंट्री में स्विच करना चाहते हैं, दिस इज द एप डिग्री जहाँ से आप अपना करियर आगे बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. अगर आप एक ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं यूरोप में या फिर जॉर्जिया में किसी कंट्री में ही अपना करियर बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं तो देयर आर सर्टेन लेवल ऑफ एजुकेशन और एग्जाम जो आपको क्वालिफाई करने होते हैं और वो हर जगह होता है. हमारे देश में अभी तक कोई एग्जिट एग्जाम नहीं था, अब पहली बार आ रहा है. अभी तक लेके बहुत सारी कंफ्यूजन है, लेकिन जो स्टूडेंट ऑलरेडी पढ़ाई करके क्लियर कर चुके हैं FMG एग्जाम, जो यहाँ पे नौकरी कर रहे हैं, वो इस बात के गवाह है कि ऑलरेडी जो एजुकेशन मिल रही है, जो FMG रिकॉर्ड है, उसके आधार पे स्टूडेंट अपना करियर अच्छे से बिल्ड कर रहे हैं. इसके अलावा एक कंसर्न रहता है जूनियर डॉक्टर को लेकर. ये समझने में थोड़ा सा असमर्थ हूँ कि इंडिया के अंदर जो हमारा MBBS प्रोग्राम है उसके बाद जो आपकी जॉब लगती है तो क्या आप स्पेशलाइज होते हैं, आपके पास भी एक जेनरिक इन्फॉर्मेशन होती है. एज ए MBBS डॉक्टर आप किसी हॉस्पिटल में यू वर्क एज एन RMO, रेजिडेंट मेडिकल ऑफिसर। जब किसी हॉस्पिटल में आप जाएंगे तो आपको जो पहला आदमी मिलता है क्रिटिकल केयर यूनिट में या आईसीयू में, दैट इज आरएमओ। अगर वो स्टूडेंट जो एमबीबीएस करके जाता है उसकी सैलरी और उसका स्टेटस सेम एज एक फॉरेन मेडिकल ग्रेजुएट रहता है, आपको बिल्कुल भी डिफरेंसेस देखने को नहीं मिलेगा। अगर कुछ मिलेगा तो वो मिलेगा एक्स्ट्रा सेंस ऑफ नॉलेज व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एनी फॉरेन मेडिकल ग्रेजुएट। थोड़ा सा एक्सपोजर आपको ज़्यादा मिलता है, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा बेहतर समझने को चीज़ों को मिलता है। अगर आप ये सोचते हैं कि जॉर्जिया में या फिर रिलेटेड कंट्रीज में आपको करियर बिल्ड करना है, तो जॉर्जिया वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट ऑप्शन है। वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी इज वन एक्सपेक्ट जिसके ऊपर आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन मार्क नहीं रहेगा। इसके अलावा यूनिवर्सिटी का स्टेटस, वी ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन ऑल द थिंग्स अबाउट यूनिवर्सिटी। देन अगर लाइसेंसिंग की आप बात करें, आप अगर वहाँ पे फॉरेन एजुकेशन के बाद, अपनी 6 ईयर एजुकेशन के बाद अगर आप स्पेशलाइजेशन करना चाहते हैं तो आपको लाइसेंसिंग एग्जाम देने की जरूरत होती है। इसके अलावा आपको कोई एग्जाम नहीं देना होगा। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, अगर आपको कोई और स्पेसिफिक इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो आप हमसे कंसल्ट भी कर सकते हैं। लास्ट में हम डिस्कस करेंगे इंडियन स्टूडेंट के बारे में, कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। अगर कुछ एरिया ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट है, क्योंकि इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स की जब बात आती है तो बहुत सारे चीज़ें हैं जुड़ी हुई हैं। जैसा मेरी बात हुई पहले भी सर से, मोटिवेटेड तो बहुत रहते हैं इंडियन स्टूडेंट, लेकिन उसके बाद भी कुछ तो कमियां हैं जो कर देते हैं, इसकी वजह से स्टूडेंट में स्ट्रगल करते हैं यूनिवर्सिटी के। सर, आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट इंडियन स्टूडेंट, राइट? यू ऑलरेडी मेंशन दे आर वेरी मोटिवेटेड एंड दे आर dedicated about their education and everything, but anything else you want to add? Can you explain how Indian student, how you take Indian student, as a individual who's studying in your university?
A lot of people think that to be a medical student is something really cool. Believe me, there is nothing cool about being a medical student. It's the hardest thing to do. You have the longest period of time when you have to dedicate yourself to the study process. You have the longest period of time when you have no job.
Yes.
And this is very stressful.
And that is a very valid point.
And plus, the study process itself is very stressful. It is absolutely one thing to be really cool, great medical student on the exam, which is also quite hard to do, but it's a totally different thing to be ready for the hospital experience. Because it's about mental readiness as well. Right? So what we do is we give them quite tough time. It is not easy to pass the subject in the University of Georgia. It's weekly quizzes. Right. You have to perform the.
There are seminars which need to be attended.
Plus, they have the OSCE examinations, which is extremely stressful for the student. If you're alone with the patient, you don't see them; they see you. So then it is film. You can analyze your mistakes afterwards, everything. But this is very good for your readiness. All when the day comes, when you have to really help someone, take the responsibility, you have to be ready for that. So the medical profession is a type of profession where nobody needs an average.
Right? Yes, definitely. You need to be very performing and very
best
mentally
of them will be successful. Like FMG success rate is at 18%, right?
You mentioned a very good thing, very important thing. Medical education दुनिया की सबसे कठिन पढ़ाइयों में से आती है. It's a toughest job, right? You need to be medical aware. You need to be mentally aware. Then you need to be, mentally prepared for the every, situation.
And also, folks, you should somehow put that.
Yes.
It's like an investment.
Yes.
Not only
Your dedication is
investment, but also emotional
investment. Yes.
Energy-wise, it's also quite big investment. So, for you to succeed in the end, there's only one way to get everything done on time and on the very high level. So my advice is always to think about it. If you really want to do it, then you have to dedicate your 6 years.
Yes.
If you're not ready to do that, because that's only a training. The real life will be harder. That's why everybody respects and loves them, because they can help us when we really need.
Right.
But only this success comes only after a very, very long period of time when you are struggling.
When you're devoting yourself for a good 6 years.
And even after graduation, when you're a real doctor, right? You have your daughter's birthday. Still, if there is a call from hospital, you have to abandon everything and go and help someone.
Exactly.
And you cannot have that kind of mindset if you're not trained enough. So, my advice: if you really want to do it, dedicate yourself to that. And really it will pay off in that. And if you are maybe less motivated, if you don't want to invest 6 years, or if you want to have a side job or something like that, then find something else. There are
Exactly.
plenty of different professions. You don't have to do that, because, like, imagine every like 8 of the 10 students that have graduated failed to do the license, right, this year.
Okay.
So all these 8 people out of 10, like through all this investment, 6 years, money, efforts, energy, everything,
Yes.
to the river, right? So, but for those 2 who succeeded, it's the best way possible, right?
Right.
So if you want to do that, be the 2 guys that succeeded, okay?
Right.
Because otherwise, it's better to study IT, engineering, technologies, a lot of different things that can work out best for you.
These are the fields.
Don't do that because somebody else wants to do that. Plus, yeah, I've studied international relations. If I have B in one subject or maybe C in one subject, that means that maybe I don't know some aspects of history of Middle East.
Right.
Nobody going to die because of that.
Definitely. That is the thing I was saying there.
And if you have C in anatomy or D in anatomy, that's a big problem.
That's a big
That's a big problem for everybody.
Yes, definitely.
And imagine, nobody wants to hire a doctor. That will be a problem in the hospital. Nobody needs additional problems in hospital. The situation is already quite stressful.
Right.
So, my advice, you'll be very successful if you dedicate yourself. If you really want to do that, be ready for that kind of sacrifice. If you're not ready for that, as I told you, we have 6 different schools, so we can consider
any other course.
Any other course, yeah.
डॉक्टर बनना है ना भाई, तो आपको सोचना पड़ेगा. You need to think about it. If you can devote yourself, if you have that dedication, if you have that motivation, if you can be available for every possible instance, then only think about doing MBBS, चाहे वो कहीं से भी हो. क्योंकि दुनिया की सबसे कठिन पढ़ाई में से आता है, आपका डिवोशन चाहिए, और आपकी गलती की वजह से किसी की जान पे बन सकती है. और सब फील्ड्स में ऐसा नहीं होता, आप गलतियां भी करोगे तो वो सुधारी जा सकती है. यहाँ पे सुधारने का कोई मौका नहीं मिलता. दिस इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट विच ही हैव मेंशन. इतना फ्रेंकली शायद लोग नहीं बोलते हैं जो यूनिवर्सिटी प्रमोशन करने आते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, इन्होंने एक और बात बोली कि आप अगर सोच रहे हैं कि पढ़ाई के साथ नौकरी कर लेंगे, पार्ट टाइम जॉब करके अपना काम चला लेंगे, तो दिस फील्ड इज नॉट फॉर यू. बिकॉज व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट लर्निंग ह्यूमन एनाटॉमी, लर्निंग मेडिसिन, तो यू नीड फुल डेडिकेशन, फुल फोकस. आप बिल्कुल भी नहीं सोच सकते कुछ और करने की. तो दैट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट which you need to consider before you are planning to get into medical education or medicine. Apart from this, you have several other options with UG also, where you can get enrolled and you can.
Yes, nobody talks about that, and I think it's extremely important because I've seen lots of people who want to pursue that career because the family wants, or maybe because
their friends are in the university,
or something like that. Or maybe we see a doctor on TV and we understand that he has some kind of successful life and we want to be.
Right.
But we have to analyze our potential as well, our mind, are we ready for that, and our readiness for that kind of life. If we don't, see, nowadays, if you are successful, whatever you do will be very good for you. Because international job market is so competitive that if you really can do something really well, they'll pay you a lot of money.
Exactly.
So it's not necessary to be medical.
Just degree is not.
If you want to do that, then you have to be the best and dedicate yourself.
Your success, right?
Yes.
Your passion decided your success. So this is something which is very important. Not every spokesperson speaks so frankly about these things. I'm glad you did. So this is a very important aspect. क्योंकि लोग जब काउंसलिंग करते हैं ना, तो यूनिवर्सिटी भेजते हैं, कॉलेज भेजते हैं, कोर्स भेजते हैं. बट एक विजन आपको मिलना चाहिए आपके एडमिशन से पहले. आपको पता होना चाहिए जो आप करने जा रहे हैं उसमें कितनी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस है आपके एक्टिवनेस की, आपके मेंटल स्टेट की और आपके डेडिकेशन. तो दिस इज व्हाट वी वर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट इट. ही आल्सो मेंशन कि इंडियन स्टूडेंट मोटिवेट रहते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी अगर आप एफएमजी देखोगे उनका रिकॉर्ड बहुत कम रहता है. तो अगर वो कम रहता है तो उसके रीजंस हैं. जो पास होते हैं वो डेडिकेटेड होते हैं. तो आपको समझना पड़ेगा यूनिवर्सिटी अपना काम कर रही है और बच्चे को सेम पढ़ा रही है. अगर आप डिवोटेड नहीं हो, आप डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हो, चाहे पार्ट टाइम जॉब हो, चाहे कोई भी फैक्टर्स हो, तो डेफिनेटली यू विल फेस चैलेंजेस. So these are the points which should be discussed in this video. Apart from this, if any other thing comes up, you can directly consult with us, you can write us, you can WhatsApp us, you can call to our counselor. Apart from this, there's nothing I feel is left in terms of education and university, but there are few things which you need to consider is when you're applying for a country like Georgia, you need to have a strong legal framework when you're applying for invitation, visa, and documentation. And we Indians, we do have a very lethargic approach of doing documentation. If you're going for a last date of application, definitely you're going to miss your intake. So my advice to you is एक ऐसी पढ़ाई आप करने जा रहे हो जिसमें 6 साल तक आपके पास नौकरी नहीं रहेगी, सबसे टफ पढ़ाई है, तो इसके लिए आपको सीरियस होना भी उतना जरूरी है. अगर आप जॉर्जिया में एडमिशन अप्लाई करने जा रहे हो तो 2 से 3 महीने का वक्त लगता है. एंड 2 से 3 मंथ्स इसलिए लगते हैं क्योंकि इट फॉलोज द स्ट्रॉन्ग डॉक्यूमेंटेशन. आपको जो वीज़ा मिलता है उस वीज़ा के लिए उतना टाइम लगता है. तो अगर आप अप्लाई करना चाहते हैं जॉर्जियन यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के लिए, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ जॉर्जिया के लिए, दिस इज द बेस्ट टाइम when you can start your registration. We already have enrolled a lot of students. Sir, I have been into seminars from last couple of weeks,
yes.
And you have traveled all over India, Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad, Kerala, and now you are
go to Maharashtra.
And you are again moving to Maharashtra, right?
Yeah,
In this evening.
It's routine.
Anything you want to add into this?
Well, I think we've covered everything. So just several things to remember. It is the safest place in Europe. It has the highest amount of international students, the University of Georgia. I mean, we have very good facilities and very peaceful environment for your study process. So I think it's worth thinking about that, and we'll appreciate your interest. And we have very dedicated, very trusted partners in Georgia. I'm really happy to be here. It's my first time here, so I really like it. And we hope to have more students from this institute. Thank you.